Hello there, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to do episode 5 of No More Mr. Nice Guy from Robert Glover's book No More Mr. Nice Guy. We'll be covering seeking approval from women and cover-up artists. So let's get into it. Alright, so we're going to do chapter 3, right? Seeking the approval of women and cover-up artists. Right? So I become whatever it takes to fit in. Right? So nice guys always will become whatever it is they need to fit in, even if it's not themselves. And underneath it all, they don't even know who they are anymore. Right? It gets to a point where you've tried to fit in so much that you've molded yourself so far that you don't even know who you are again or anymore, right? Right. Another thing is, by trying to please everyone, often nice guys are pleasing no one, right? And that's including themselves, because they try to please everyone, everyone can see it's fake, it's not a genuine thing. So it makes them not trust you, and you also become upset with yourself, right? Another thing nice guys might do is they may focus on something about themselves, physical appearance, talent, intellect, something they do, act nice, dance well, work hard, or even something external to themselves, attractive wife, cute child, nice car, in order to get value and win others' approval. Right? These are the attachments. I think we did this in the previous video. Right? So attachments, right? They attach their identity and worth to things and use them to convince others that they are valuable, right? Nice guys don't know about anything about themselves that would make anyone love them other than the stuff that they have, right? Let's go to the next one. Right, so seeking the approval of women, right? Nice guys interpret women's approval as the ultimate validation for themselves, right? If she wants to have sex, that means, she validates me. I'm worth it. I'm the man, right? So her desire to have sex, flirtatious behavior, a smile, a touch, or attentiveness, right? At the other end of the spectrum, if the woman is depressed, in a bad mood, or angry, nice guys interpret this or these things to mean that she is not accepting or approving of them, right? So on my journey, I am currently struggling with this, right? So, guy, to put it this way, so if she's happy, she wants to have sex, she's flirtatious, smiles a lot, attentive, and whatnot, then you're happy, right? You feel like, oh, okay, you're accepted, right? She's approving of you. As soon as she's upset or she's not in a good mood, you automatically blame yourself and say like, okay, so she doesn't approve of me, right? Right? So another thing is that nice guys do is the nice guys see sex as the ultimate form of acceptance, right? So they believe that woman must be in a good mood before she will have sex with them. Right? If she is angry or in a bad mood, nice guys must do something immediately. Right? Myself included. Lie, offer a solution, or sacrifice themselves. Right? So if she's not in a good mood, do whatever you can to get her out of it, get her into a good mood again. Right? And I mean, this does, as it says here, it does go beyond sex, right? So nice guys are constantly monitoring um, the possibility of a woman's availability, right? So you're always watching. What is she feeling? What is her reactions? Does she want to have sex or not? Is she in a bad mood? You're always monitoring what the woman is doing, right? The availability. And again, this goes beyond sex. So this is not just sexual. This can also just be for um, any interaction with any woman, right? Because nice guys have been conditioned since young to never upset women, right? So they're always super quick to fix the woman's mood, or respond to her mood, right? Even if they don't want anything from her, right? If they just see that a woman is upset, their automatic response is to fix it, right? Even at the cost of themselves. So we go to the next slide. Right. So the power to set the stone, right? Set the tone, sorry. So the power to set the tone. Seeking approval, always seeking approval, gives up that power, right? Gives up the power to set the tone of the relationship, or it gives you give up your power, right? A nice guy gives up his power. Yeah, you give it up to the woman, right? She has the power to set up the relationship how she wants, right? And how this comes about is nice guys, their mood depends on their partners, right? If she's happy, then I'm happy, which then sets the tone of the relationship, right? Again, if she's depressed or stressed, the nice guy becomes anxious until she is fixed, essentially, until he can fix her, get her out of this mood, whatever, even if it has nothing to do with him. That's how he responds, right? Nice guys also feel guilty when they feel good or happy, but their partner doesn't, right? So if you're in a good mood and you're happy, but your partner is, sorry, excuse me, but your partner is stressed and not in a good mood, nice guys will try to hide that they're in a good mood, right? Another thing, when you seek approval from women, you are also giving them the power to define men and determine their worth, right? She can define what a man is and can do, as well as what is your worth, right? Because for nice guys, they'll believe she is right, even if he argues. Oh, sorry. Right? So, nice guys will always believe the woman is right. Even if he believes himself right, he will always argue or evaluate on some level. He knows she is the woman, she must be right. Even if doesn't always agree with it, he's been conditioned to always believe the woman is right. Right? Which gives then the woman the power to define what a man is, or what his worth is. Right? Essentially, you give up the frame. essentially. Give up your frame in the relationship. She becomes the person steering the relationship and defines all boundaries, right? Which is not good. Let's go to the next one. Right? And this in turn, right, this creates rage towards women, right? The more you seek approval from them, the more rage or anger it builds, right? So nice guys put women, or put a woman or a woman on a pedestal, right? And then they try to get their approval. However, sooner or later, this will fail, right? No woman will always meet a nice guy's expectations. There's just is that will never happen, that they will always meet your expectations. So another example that Robert Glover gives, right, is, for example, you will see a nice guy proclaim his undying love, and in the next breath, ragefully swearing about her or at her, right, upset, all his rage just coming out. It builds rage. Let's go to the next part. Alright, so the next one I'm going to cover up, cover up artist, right? Just as the name implies, nice guys try to hide at their perceived flaws or mistakes. There's a typo there. So Robert Glover gives examples using his son. Basically, from the book, his son poked a hole in their kitchen table, and when he realized what he did, he confessed to his mother, showed his mother the damage. So, what essentially, if you break that down, what Robert Glover's son did is he took responsibility, and he knew that he personally wasn't bad, right, for doing this. What about a nice guy? How does a nice guy react in this situation? So a nice guy would have had an attack of shame and would try to hide or deny what they had done. They would also live with the fear of being found out. So if you did that, you would have hid it from everyone, and you would have not taken the responsibility for it. And you would always be fearful or anxious about someone finding out that you did it. So these nice guys see mistakes or they perceive it as a flaw, and this again makes it that, or reaffirms that they are bad and unlovable, which then makes them believe that if anyone really sees them, they will be hurt, shamed, or abandoned as a result. That's how they become cover-up artists. Right? Remember, everything a nice guy does is to get approval or avoid disapproval. So you always hide your flaws, mistakes, perceived flaws, not necessarily flaws, but your perceived flaws. You'll always hide it. Try to make sure no one can see it, and if they do see it, you're under the belief that they'll run away. So, nice guys need to hide okay, sorry. So I read that a bit wrong. Right, so the nice guy's need to hide is often the most pronounced in areas that are just part of being human and alive. So the flaws or perceived flaws or mistakes that you hide in order to be accepted are often, or majority of the time, are just human behaviors or things that make you human, right? So they can be sexual, that you are sexual, that you have bodily functions, going to the toilet, you kind of try to hide that, kind of things like that. That they are getting older, maybe if you're losing your hair, you try to hide that. That you have some needs, and that you are imperfect, right? You try to hide all of these things as a nice guy. So here's some more. Nice guys believe that they must hide or distract attention from any perceived shortcomings. If they forgot something, they gotta hide it or distract you from it. If they are late, if they break something, if they don't understand something. This one I do struggle with as well a lot. If I don't understand something and I feel that I am the only person that doesn't understand, then I just fake it that I understand instead of making anyone upset, right? If they do something wrong, if they are depressed, if they are in pain, if they generally mess up, then try hide or distract you from these things. Let's go to the next one. So that's it. Robert Glover's got breaking free exercises. 2 exercises you can do. The first exercise is to think or write down, if you have the journal or the paper, write down, if you did not care what people thought of you, if you did not care at all, how would you live your life differently? How would you act? How would you walk? How would you talk to people if you did not care what they thought of you? If you were not concerned with getting the approval of women, how would your relationship with the opposite sex be? Yeah. Again, the same with the other one. Write it down in your journal or on a piece of paper. If you were not concerned about getting their approval, what would you do? If you, for example, going on a trip, right? If you were not concerned about getting your girlfriend or wife's approval, would you go on a trip with your friends? Write it down if that's what you're going to do. Then the next activity that you can do is to look over the list above, right, which is the previous slide here on the right side. Go through the list and write down examples of situations where you have tried to hide or distract attention from any of your perceived flaws or any mistakes. How effective do you think you are in keeping these things hidden from the people you love? How effective do you think you are keeping this, hiding it from people? Do you think they never found out? They did find out? How successful do you think you are? That's it for this one. Thanks for tuning in. I hope it was a good one. Again, comment at the bottom. Let me know what you think, what needs to be improved. Cheers. See you on the next one.